Hey y'all, I've got a delicious and easy pie recipe for you. I am snacking on it right now. It's so good. It is a transparent pie. It's supposed to be George Clooney's favorite, and I even looked it up on YouTube, and he was doing an interview and talking about it, and I'm like, I have got to make this pie. It is really delicious and really easy to put together. And this video is a part of a Thanksgiving pie collab hosted by my sweet friend Keri at My Table of Three. I'll have her channel linked down below in the description box. Make sure you check out her channel and like and subscribe. She is so sweet, has great food content, and she has lined up some great creators to be in this collab. So I'll have that playlist linked down below in the description box. And she's also giving away, she's doing a giveaway, and I'll have all that information linked down below in the description box as well. And I had never heard of a transparent pie when I was looking up recipes, and it's got a really awesome background to it, and I'll give you that information as well in the video. But this pie is amazing, easy to put together. I will have the recipe link down below. You've got to try it, and I can see how George loves this pie, and I do too. So I will turn you around, and let's get started on George Clooney's favorite pie, transparent pie. It's delicious. You gotta try it.
All right, these are all the ingredients you're going to need for your transparent pie. You've got vanilla. I have got a pie crust that I bought from Aldi in the refrigerator section, and they're on sale right now, so go pick you up some. And I've got 1 stick of butter that I'm going to melt. I've got some sugar. I've got 4 beaten eggs, and there's some cream there. And also you're going to use a couple tablespoons of flour, and that's all you do is just mix that up. And I rolled out this pie crust onto my pan, and I really like that parchment paper because that made it come off of the paper really easily. And I'm not the best person to make something look pretty, so I tried the fluted edges, but it just didn't work for me, so I just tried to make it as pretty as I could. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about the transparent pie. There's really no information about where the name transparent pie came from. When I was telling Doug what I was making, he said, are we going to be able to see it? And I'm like, no, it's transparent. It's not invisible. But it came from like the 1800s. It says when home cooks in a small kitchen, they didn't really have a whole lot of ingredients. So they used what they had on hand, like eggs, sugar, butter, cream, and flour. So everybody had that on hand, so you could whip up a pie in no time. So I really enjoyed this pie, and I'm glad I picked this recipe. So you just need 1 stick of butter melted, and then you're going to add the sugar in there and cream it really well. And I was watching that video. I guess George Clooney was being interviewed in his hometown in Kentucky, and they were asking him what he missed the most. And he said, yeah, I miss my family and friends, but the most thing I miss was the transparent pie. And he said it goes straight to your heart, and I thought that was awesome. And I'll have that clip linked down below if I can find it again. And now I'm going to add the cream to it. And I always buy all kinds of I buy lots of heavy whipping cream during the holidays, so I always have that on hand. I might not have it all the time. And just mix that until smooth, and then you'll mix in those 4 beaten eggs. This came together really easy. I mean, I could see me making this pie maybe once a week just because how easy it was to put together. It did bake a little bit longer than what I thought it would, but it was still delicious, worth every minute of it. And now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. One of the recipes I found says to add 2 tablespoons. Add regular flour, so that's what I did, just not self-rising flour. And now I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla, and that's it. Just mix that together, and then we're going to put it in our pie shell. I put it on a sheet tray just so it wouldn't spill over into the oven, and I baked this for 40 or 45 minutes is what the recipe said, but it wasn't done. As you can tell in the middle where I put my finger, it needed to be baked just a little bit longer. It ended up being probably in there an hour and 15 minutes, and I let it sit overnight, and it was perfect. But I had just seen a trick while the pie was in the oven on TikTok, and I'm like, I have got to do this. So it was from Milk Street, and they were showing about how you can protect the edges of your crust without them burning. And I tried it, and this worked. Just cut your foil into sections and pull them back, and it'll cover the the crust and leave the middle part where your pie can get done without browning the crust too much. And since I did this midway through, it kind of made the sections for me in the pie, but it won't happen to you if you do that before you bake the pie. This is genius. I'm so glad I saw this, and it really worked out and let the edges not get brown while the pie went in there for another 30 minutes. I want to thank George for letting the whole world know about this pie, because I'm so glad he did. I loved it, and I will definitely be making it again. I want to thank Keri for hosting. I'll have her information linked down below, and also about the giveaway. And I'll also have the playlist, and I'll link this recipe and that clip of George talking about this delicious pie. So I'll see y'all in the next video.